The religion that is volleyball. My presentation will look at the components of volleyball and how they align with the components that make a sport a religion, as we have discussed in class. For this project, religion is defined by Charles H. Long as an orientation in the ultimate sense. That is how one comes to terms with the ultimate significance of one's place in the world. The religion of any people is more than a structure of thought. It is experience, expressions, motivations, intentions, behaviors, styles, and rhythms. Volleyball embodies each of the specific segments of Long's definition, beginning with how one comes to terms with the ultimate significance of one's place in the world. Personally, I take this to mean that religion can be defined in many ways, something that is very apparent in volleyball. Volleyball can be seen in many forms: indoor and outdoor, East and West Coast styles, and men's and women's styles. And each can give rise to a different emotional and religious response. Each of these different segments has a different style of play that is defined by who is playing and where. According to Syracuse manager Steven Soriano, East Coast volleyball is very aggressive, and the defense that is played is called perimeter defense. This means that the players are shifting away from the ball, and that hitters are taught to hit from a very young age. In my experiences in West Coast volleyball, the game is more about skill, the placement of shots, and forcing teams to make mistakes. The defensive style is called ball side, which means that you're shifting to the hitter. Finally, men's volleyball is more about power, while the women's game is more about finesse. Volleyball goes further than just the style of play. For each player, there is a sacred space, a side of hierophany, and the whole game is part of the gift economy that is sports. In Marin County, a primary sacred space for volleyball players was the gym at the local community college where the county championships were played. It is here where players who are trying to will their teams to one last championship before they graduate gather every November for girls and every May for boys. The winning of the championship is a hierophany, or a manifestation of sacred, which makes this a sacred space for the community. The annual nature of the competitions makes them akin to holidays. The game of volleyball can also be seen as a ceremonial exchange as a part of the gift economy. My dad grew up as an Orthodox Jew and has said that when he was playing sports, he felt just as close to the divine as he did while he was praying in the synagogue. People use their athletic talents not just for the entertainment of those who are watching in the gym or the arena. They play it for the entertainment and honor of whatever higher being they look up to, whether that be God, their coach, or someone close to them who has recently passed on. Volleyball is a big community event, and as an athlete, it was always the most fun when I was playing in the championships or NorCal playoffs. One of the most important facets of religion, in my opinion, is that it brings people from many different backgrounds together. At these big games, the stands were always full of people from all ages, socioeconomic classes, and different parts of the country. I will never forget my own last game in high school. The ball hit the ground on our side for the final time, and my entire senior class was in tears. The three of us who had been on the team for all 4 years were probably the most distraught, and on our way to the bus, fans of the opposing team came up to us and told us that we did the game proud and there was nothing to be sad about. I have played in the county finals and regional tournament finals in basketball, and never once was consoled by people who weren't even the parent of the team we were playing. Soriano has a similar story. In Puerto Rico, volleyball is one of the most popular sports, and if you are a member of the volleyball community, you know everyone who plays. He even felt a sense of brotherhood while he was playing volleyball. Soriano's experiences and my experience shows that volleyball is not just a sport. It is a lifestyle, a way of life, and a way to connect with others in the divine. Therefore, volleyball is a religion. As Charles Long says, religion is how people come to define themselves with their experiences, expressions, motivations, behaviors, intentions, styles, and rhythms. And volleyball, for me and others involved in the sport, encompasses all of those in and of itself. In this game, you can express yourself in ways that you would not be able to otherwise, and bring yourself closer to not only your immediate community, but to the worldwide volleyball community, and even to the divine. And for these reasons, volleyball is not only a game, but a religion.